Hey Marcus, every game this season, you come close in every game this season. You get to within a reachable margin, but you just haven't been able to get over the hump. What's going to take to get over the hump and to finish to close out a game?
Um, word one, we got to make shots down the stretch, and two, we got to lock in a little bit more down the stretch on the defensive end. You tip your hat off to those guys tonight, man. They made some tough shots. They got some lucky bounces. It's part of it. It's part of the learning process. It's part of coming into something new for everybody. But like you said, we've been there. In every game we played, we have been there. So for us, it's just keep going. Eventually, that tide is going to turn, and we all know this is a make-or-miss league and a game of run. So we're going to make ours.
How do you balance this? Like, are you mad that you're 0-4, but also have to balance staying positive here? Like, how do you mentally sort of balance this?
You can't get too high, you can't get too low. It's a long season. Things are going to happen, and like I said, for us, we just got to stay the course. We put in the work, we can control, and that's putting ourselves in a position to go out there and make shots, make the right play on both ends, and we do that. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for you, but can't get too low on ourselves. We have a lot of talent on this team, and things, like I said, is going to click. It's just taking some time right now for us.
Marcus, it looked like when you were guarding Luka in the back, that matchup was intense as expected. But then after the game, I saw you guys showing love to one another. Just how much do you cherish that matchup, and how do you sum up how tough it is to guard him?
Oh man, Luka's great. We all know how great Luka is. The things he can do on that basketball court is phenomenal. So, when you got a chance to go up against a player like that, especially me being a defensive guy, you take that challenge, and it's a fun one for sure, and it's something you look forward to. And he's a great player. He made some great shots, so we tip our cap off. But it's always going to be a fun matchup with Luka, and we have that mutual respect for each other.
When you go to the bench, me and you, Dez, it was a little bit of a drop off today. What are you noticing in terms of the difference between the units in terms of execution and things like that? Like where's the bench as opposed to the starters, in that category?
Still figuring it out. You got guys in lineups and in positions that they probably didn't know they were going to be in this season, didn't expect to be in this season, and they're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out where guys like the ball, and who you're playing with at the same time, and everybody's trying their best. So, it's 4 games in. It's going to take some time, and like I said, it's going to click, and once it does, it'll feel more fluid for us. But right now, we're trying to figure it out.
I know you didn't get to guard your former teammate a lot because you had the assignment of Luka, but how was it just going against him? I know you played so many years with him back in Boston, and you played so many times together. So how was it just going against him for the first time?
It was great, man. Grant's amazing. That's my brother for life, for sure. Me and Grant been through some battles. We had our ups and we had our downs. But that's family right there. And, I'm just proud to see him happy, see him, playing and him playing well. Unfortunately, it was against us, but, I'm happy for him.
You and I think Des said this too. You do got to tip your cap to Dallas for the shots that they hit, but also too, was there anything that you noticed with the shifts or the rotations that kind of led to those looks, led to those open threes, or is it just still one of those things, getting used to playing with each other and learning the system?
A little bit of both, I guess you can say. They, like I said, made some tough shots in our faces. We missed a couple coverages, but we're trying to help each other. So, the shots that they're getting open, we're trying to help each other and get out there as best as we can. And that comes with it. You got a team that's been playing with each other. You got a guy, Luka, who is very good at finding those guys and, making his teammates better. So you do just tip your head off and you keep going. We were right there. The game plan, we had it. They made it. You made other guys try to beat you, and they beat us tonight. So.
You seem very calm, no panic. Is there a part of you that likes this challenge?
Love it. Love every last bit of it. You know what I'm saying? For me, I've been challenged my whole life growing up, and, I never ran into an obstacle that I couldn't overcome. So it's just one of those things for me, and for us being as competitive as we are, and our competitive nature, You need a challenge, and this is only going to make us better. This adversity is something we need to go through, and this is going to help us in the long run.
Marcus, in the back, you guys are heading out on a pretty long road trip. In all the years that you've been around, have you found that a road trip can bring a squad together and turn things around?
For sure. You know, it's a great feeling, and it's no other feeling than going to somebody else's house and get a win. So you know, we're desperate for one. We need one, and that's going to start Wednesday night. Thank you, guys.